So we are back for season 4, episode 2 of Do Anything for Clout. Terry, oh my God, royalty. We got some.
Aren't you going to introduce yourself?
Oh, my name is JoJo in these streets, and I'm here with royalty. Get it? He's royal and he's T for Terry. And let me tell you, me and Terry have been beating these ATL streets down this week, and it is some serious clout chasing going on. And it's clout chasing going on at the levels of, what is Terry's phrase? The unmitigated gall. So we're going to start right at the courthouse. We're going to take it there to last Friday. At the courthouse, when somebody who was doing time, he already was doing like a life sentence, sashayed himself into the courtroom. I don't even know what he was there for, if he was a witness or what, but I don't know why he felt comfortable in tiptoeing over the Young Thug's table to hand him a Percocet.
Well, he wasn't doing it for clout. He was trying to get his boy calm, I guess. But I don't know.
I mean, did he just look at him and be like, you know what? My bro need a Percocet. Yeah, I'm gonna go hook him up. I'm already doing life. What I got to lose? You think that was his mentality?
That had to be Thug's mentality, because Thug looked like he's wrapped up. It looked like he is in serious trouble. But
well, he swallowed it. He just took the Percocet and took it. Like, he said at this point, you know what? I need to be sedated.
Basically,
have your team then flipped on you and prepared to make a statement. They just said something to get out on a. Have you ever heard somebody on trial for attempted murder that gets out on a 15 or 25-year probation? That is unheard of.
No, I've never heard of a probation period that long. Never. So that means somebody was singing to get that kind of a sweet deal. Like I mean, damn, that's a whole.
That's like, a life sentence, right? That's a life sentence. That's like saying, you know what? We just gonna let you do your life sentence on house arrest. Why don't they let everybody do it that way with a monitor? I mean, since this is what we doing now, is it only in Atlanta where even the court morals are the court morals just down? Like, who have the audacity to do that in court? I would never in a million years think that I would have those kind of balls to just do that in the courtroom. We barely want to make sure our phone on silent, okay? Like,
right. And the thing about it is that he thought that he was going to get away with it. Like, you're in court. People are looking at your every move.
And there are cameras.
And there's cameras everywhere. And you thought that you could just drop a Percocet. First of all, how did you get the Percocet? You in prison. You in jail.
Oh, they shook him down and found all kind of other drugs on him. In his sock, they said he had marijuana. He had paper rolls, rolling paper. He had all kinds of stuff. And was it him they had to take to the hospital, or the other guy, because he swallowed half of the evidence?
Right. So yeah. So they had to induce his. They had to start his system up. Rev his system up so he could excrete the evidence.
Right.
Yeah. Let's be.
I mean, when you got to go through those kind of extremes, just take him back on down to the prison. Like, why are you doing all of that? Like, who is gonna go in there and get it? I don't want that job.
Yeah.
I'm calling out sick.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. But it just if they weren't guilty before, they look guilty as hell now, because somebody doing something like that so blatant, it means that neither one of y'all care about what's going to happen, because y'all feel like y'all already strung up. Everybody's already sung, allegedly, and gonna allegedly, chirp.
Oh, Gunna. Wow. And then Gunna, I just don't understand. Young Thug's brother it be your own flesh and blood. But I mean, you don't know what kind of sentence they was gonna give him. 30 years? or just making this statement to freedom? I don't know. I might take freedom for 200, Chuck.
Right, right. That's what he did. He took it. That's
Because
what he
he
did.
like, either way, I'm screwed. Either they gonna be mad at me in the streets or they gonna be mad at me in here. Like either way, you're screwed. So you might as well go on and enjoy the rest of your little life
Yeah,
out
yeah,
of jail.
yeah. It's looking,
Okay,
it's looking bad for the home. It's looking bad for the home team.
that was like, I don't think he was chasing Clout either. I think he just did give it on. I don't even think he did it for Clout.
No, no, he didn't do it for clout. They just did it because old
He had
boy.
to be high.
I mean, he's been in prison. I mean, he's been in the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta for about 8 months now, and it don't look like he's ever going to get out. So maybe he just needed to calm his anxiety. He was probably having anxiety attacks in jail,
And his
needed
boy
something
can
to calm-
notice it, like, you know what? I got you, my brother. Cause it ain't like he got a phone, he could have texted him.
Right.
How did he know? Did he just feel it like a brother thing going on?
Well, I mean, Young Thug. He knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. He sent messages. They're both at the same jail, so they probably got messages out to each other. You know what I'm saying? It was from jail that they allegedly,
Right.
Young Thug ordered
Allegedly,
on,
bruh. We meet
uh,
at the same time. Why don't you drop me one of them perks? Like for real, the courthouse?
right.
That's how you feel? That's how I feel, bruh.
Yeah, that's crazy as hell.
That's
crazy
how
as
he
hell.
felt. They couldn't even do court that day. I think the judge was probably like, you know what? I'm gonna need the weekend. Like they just canceled everything. Cause he probably was like, what? It's almost embarrassing the things that go on here when I have to go to California and Los Angeles and they're like, what the heck is going on in Atlanta? Like, what are y'all doing? I'm like, y'all, who is y'all?
Right. Like LA could talk, but you know.
Yeah, but I don't even know. Like, if either they're just promoting the stuff we do here more. Okay. Speaking of which, we gonna just go on down and look at our governor. Brian Kemp has declared a 15-day state of emergency, 15 days for the state of Georgia, starting yesterday.
For what?
Because of the anticipation for the riots that could happen for Tyree. Was that the young man that got beat up by the police and then died later? I think his name was Tyree. I want to put some respect on his name.
Yeah, Tyree.
Now, this was 6 Black police officers.
Yeah, 5, but yeah.
Right? What in the world? And you just go beat this boy to a pulp that he dies?
Well, they're saying
wearing a body cam?
Yeah. That nobody has seen the videotape yet. It's supposed to come out on Friday, January 27th, which is today. It's supposed to come out after 6 o'clock.
Were they on Percocet?
I don't know, but they said the family, nobody has seen the video except for the family and the prosecutors and the investigators. And they said, the family said that the video is as bad as Rodney King was 30 years ago.
Wow.
And they basically beat him nonstop for 3 minutes. That's a long time when you're getting beat.
Right. I mean, all of that, you know what it reminds me of? The lyrics in what Kool Moe Dee said, I never had to run from the Ku Klux Klan and I shouldn't have to run from a Black man. Well, it's self-destruction.
Yeah, I remember that. And he ran and he got caught. And they pummeled.
Do you think the police get so mad that he ran like, oh, this little Negro gonna run? Oh, okay, you be running? That's what we doing? But why are you that obsessed with it to the point that you have to commit murder? Like, that's deep.
They just kept beating him without regard to whether or not he could survive all the punches and kicks and hits to the head. There was internal bleeding. I mean, by the time, and then they stalled to call anybody. They just left him there unconscious. And then when the first responders arrived, they were hesitant. So some of them are subjected to disciplinary action as well. And by the time they got to the hospital, he was already like on life support. He was in critical condition. And so there was no way he was going to make it. I'm surprised he lasted 3 days. in the hospital, but 3 days later
Right.
he died.
He probably was
So
brain dead and they just was making a decision to pull the plug. But can you imagine as a parent having to watch this happen to your child? And then, at that point, you like, I don't care what he did. I don't care if he ran. I don't care if he spit on you. Like, you don't just 5 people beat somebody to a pulp. You already have the authority to arrest him. You can put him in handcuffs once you finally caught him and just let him handle it down at the jail. But you just have to take it up on your own self. That's where it comes into you about to all get fired and do time. Now, what kind of time? Let's just predict the outcome. What kind of time do you think they're going to get a 15-year probation?
no, I mean, if this had been white officers, they probably would have been suspended with pay, and suspended with pay, so they would have sat at home, collected their money, did the investigation, and probably charged them with assault, and then they would have suspended the sentence. But since it's 5 black officers, they were fired a week after it, and after the beatdown, and now they're facing
severance package. Did they get the gold watch and the severance package?
and now they're facing 15 to 60 years in life, 15 to 60 years in prison. So it looks like there's some racial disparity, because we've seen all the white officers' investigations, and that it may last a couple of months, and they wait till the public is no longer paying attention to it or moved on to another subject. And
Right.
at that time, then they let the white police officer off the hook. Here, they got these 5 black men, they got them hooked. But then again, we have not seen the video.
True, but the
family said
parents
the
have. Have you
video-
seen that family? How they looking when they sitting there like grandma, like grandpa, like the dad, like they all sitting there like the video must be horrendous. I don't even know if I want to watch it because I don't want to get upset. I mean, I haven't seen Emancipation yet, so I don't need to see that video and then go see Emancipation. And then we know Will got snubbed on the Grammy, on the Oscar nod. We knew that wasn't happening on the Golden Globes.
Yeah.
What if he would have got a Golden Globe, Terry? Like, what do you think the people would have said if they awarded Will Smith one? Has it been a year since that is last?
It'll be a year in April, so it's been about 9 months.
Wow, they talking about it like it happened yesterday. Like,
Yeah,
that's just gonna be the ongoing joke.
Yeah, it happened in April 2020. Shout out, by the way, to Angela Bassett for being the first Marvel comic actor, actress, or anybody, male or female, to get nominated for an Oscar. So shout out to her, baby. She'll finally get the Oscar that she should have got 30 years ago when she played Tina Turner in What's Love Got to Do with It. So maybe she'll get her props now.
And for that, Miss Bassett, on behalf of Do Anything for Clout, Terry and I would like to give you your rose while you're still here.
Yeah. Got to give her flowers, because she should have got it in 1991 for What's Love Got to Do with It. An outstanding performance. As a matter of fact, Lawrence Fishburne brought the noise in that movie too.
Oh, he did.
He got everybody saying, "Eat the cake, man, anime. Eat the cake."
Oh my goodness. She should have got it for that Ike Turner movie because she had Tina down. And the guy who played Ike Turner, was that Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, first of all, Ike Turner wish he was as handsome as Lawrence Fishburne and as tall and debonair. Little Ike Turner, like, you talking trash. He was mad because he was short. And now I'm not popular and I'm short. Like, nah.
Right.
I understand all this domestic violence that's going on. It's not even a makeup to break up. It's just something that is uncanny. Like, it don't make me want to seek a relationship with nobody I haven't known.
You said domestic violence. Who are you talking about? Chrissy and Rock?
I'm talking about every day when I look at my phone and my Apple Watch, it's arrested. Like, the boyfriends are just straight killing the girlfriends now. Like, that's why I can't have no man that didn't really know me, because he'd be like, oh, bring me, go down there and get my stuff off. Because you know me in this mouth, I definitely probably get shot.
or get into a fight like Chrissy and Rock and Blueface. So
now they just don't even, They give a whole new meaning to Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston situation when they used to.
Yeah, and I don't think they did this. I mean,
They did
damn.
not do this. They were literally in love. They were literally both rich. Now, Blueface and what's her face? Yellow face, red bone face. She not even rich. They're not even rich enough. To me, you ain't got enough money to be carrying on like this in the street. You doing this for the Zeus network. Like that is a clout chasing move. You might as well do it. You'd be better off doing it for YouTube bread. Like, really?
Did you see her? She bought a wedding dress, even though Blueface said they broke up, but she bought a wedding dress and she announced that she's pregnant. And Blueface says, hey, my baby.
And the mama says she lying. She ain't pregnant. Like, I think that she will do anything for clout. Like anything. Because when she run out of tricks, she just go into the bag and another one.
Well, she
positive.
Yeah, she's definitely a candidate for Clout Chaser of the Week because she just does too much in these streets. The other day, she beat up or she got in a fight with two. While she's pregnant, she's in the streets fighting over two women over Blueface
at a movie premiere.
Right, and no, this was in the street. This is at his birthday party.
Oh, that's right. She did bust out. First of all, she wasn't invited to the birthday party. She invited herself into the birthday party.
You don't care.
And just acted a fool. And I bet you they rode home together. After all of that.
Yeah, something. Well, it was at his house. It was in the road at his house. And she showed up when they were about to go out somewhere. And then she ended up, they ended up pulling each other's hair and rolling around on the ground in the road right outside his house during his birthday party. So,
but you carrying with child, you with child acting
right.
Like.
And you rolling around in the streets. I'm just like, yeah. And then the next day, a couple of days later, you go buy a wedding dress for what? Blueface said y'all not together. So who you gonna get married to? Now that's clout chasing. That's clout chasing.
That is clout chasing. Like, do you even have a license?
I mean, they be doing a lot. They trying to get that bread. They trying to get a mainstream television deal with all this drama.
You're gonna do all that on the Zeus network. Does it look like VH1 is gonna say, oh yeah, we who do not tolerate violence, we'll pick this show up? Because anybody who picked this show up on a mainstream network, they cannot say that they're no violence policy on anything, because all you've seen is violence between these two. That's a risk factor. They're high risk. They will get no Las Vegas residency. They will not get insured. Only person who got life insurance on them is the label.
Yeah.
What does she do besides be his girlfriend? Is she an artist?
I mean, I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't understand what it is that she's trying to get accomplished, because all I know is
what is the end game? You know what? Can we try to interview her? I think I'm gonna track her down.
Yeah.
Have her on the show so we can just find out what is the end game.
Right. Why they keep beating each other's ass on TV? Why does it keep being filmed? Why are they always fighting in the streets? Why are they not in the house fighting?
So many whys. Why do we know that you're fighting?
And she be beating him up.
I know.
And so I'm not advocating fighting, but if you're going to do it, why not do it in the house? Why are you out in the streets? What is going on here?
Rolling through the streets.
Take your ass in the house.
COVID is out there. You rolling in the COVID, just rolling in the mire like a pig. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, well.
I'm disgusted. I never thought I would be to the point where all of this wasn't entertaining and it's disgusting, but I'm not entertained anymore. It's disgusting. It's not entertainment.
No.
The media, I blame the press.
No, it's sad. But here's also what's sad. Here's what's even sadder, is that you have some peculiar sexual peculiarities, okay?
Okay.
So, Young Miami.
Oh, Lord. She should have just took that to Candy Coated Nights. She wasn't even on Candy's show revealing this.
Okay, see,
Carisha, please.
Young Miami, yeah, Carisha, Young Miami, listen. I mean, I know they do that in Germany where you know, and some of these porn things, they like to pee and defecate on each other. Do you have to tell the public about that? Do you, I mean, what
We
do you,
need to know that.
I mean, you like to be peed on. I mean, what?
So Diddy's just over there taking the leak almost.
Right. Instead of going to the bathroom, P. Diddy just pees on P.
Oh, maybe that's why he changed it to P. P Diddy.
Right, right, because that was trending last week. P.
It was
Diddy,
trending.
P-E-E Diddy, because she said she likes to get pissed on.
Terry
right.
about golden showers.
Right.
Proper terminology.
I'm like, come on now, come on. That is just too much. Like you trying to, what? Why would you tell anybody that? You get off on it? It gets you sexually aroused to get pissed on?
In an interview. How did that even come up in an interview question?
Well, her podcast, what is it,
Carisha, please.
Carissa, please. And she was with Trina.
Oh, the baddest bee. So that, you know, the conversation just got raunchy. Okay, right, I get it now. I get it. Okay. Yeah. She was with Trina. Even Trina ain't saying all of that unless she's saying it in a rap song. But I didn't even hear her say that in the rap. I can't not say that I can recite those lyrics. Now, she did some other stuff with Trick Daddy, you know, but I'm just saying.
So she's a candidate for Clout Chaser of the Week. She's one of the candidates.
Yeah.
The other candidate might be, I know Kylie, is it Kylie Williams or Kylie Williams admits that she had sex with 3 members of B2K.
I don't even know. The girl from LSW, 3, is it 3? What is it called?
3LW?
I'm jacking the name of LSW.
The group ain't been in existence for 30 years. It was 3LW that she was with back in the 1990s, and they had a couple of hits with that woman from Power. Her name is escapes right now.
Natari Naughton.
Right. And so she revealed without being asked that she had sex with 3. Well, they said, "Were you dating one of the members of B2K?" And she came out on her own and said, "I wouldn't call it a date. I had a foursome because there were 3 other members of B2K and her." I'm just trying to figure out if there were enough orifices for them. But
Rasby and Omarion.
No, Marion wasn't the one. It was all the other 3.
No, it wasn't. B2K is not the same members in inventory. Okay.
Right. So it wasn't Marion.
Little Fizz.
But it was Little Fizz, and it was Rasby and the other dude. And she said that she had sex with all 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And so why would you tell somebody that? Kylie.
I did not want you to hear this information.
Well,
and then she said, "Well, was it at the same time?" And she was like, "Sis, it was a long time ago."
And she said it was just that one time. Well, that's enough.
Yeah, she said just that one time.
What happened to the days when people were hoes?
That's like, did you smoke heroin ever? It was that one time when I was a crackhead that, you know, just once though, the heroin. Like, what in the world do people be thinking about?
Whatever happened to being a hoe on the down low? Like
on the down low, they don't do that no more.
What happened to the quiet whores? Why you got to do this?
No, everybody got to be seen for clout. That's how we got the show.
I mean, wow, that's just
everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
It's no shame to their game. No shame to nobody's game.
Yeah,
I don't get it. No privacy. No, nothing like this. We are living in the last days. That's all I'm gonna say. Like the days.
And then another Clout Chaser of the Week, and she might win, in my opinion. Gabrielle Union, listen to me, Gabrielle. Come here, Gabrielle. Come here, Gabby.
Come close.
Come here, Gabby. Come here. I mean, I need to talk to you. Why do you think it was okay to announce that because you were making more money than your man in a previous relationship,
right,
you could just be a hoe? Like, it was good.
She said the marriage was getting in the way of their dating.
Right.
Both of them. I think our problem was that the marriage was in the way of both of us dating. Okay, yeah, marriage could be in the way of you two both trying to have a dating life. Yeah, I believe that.
I mean, but the thing is that, Jonelle, everybody is letting everybody know their business. Like this is,
Yeah, and who they really are. When people show you who they are, believe it.
and the thing about it is that you, wow, when men do it, we get all upset because he's cheating, because he's bringing in the money. He's the big entertainer or the money
Yeah.
maker or the athlete or the musician. And they're out there cheating in the streets and we get on them for cheating. Gabrielle Union comes back and says, well, since I made the most money, whoever makes the most money in a relationship can cheat.
Yeah.
So then you shouldn't be mad at Dwayne Wade because he still makes more money than you, or he has more money than you. Then you should be not mad at D Wade for going out there and getting busy in these streets.
And that's why they have that break baby. That's where that break baby came from.
Right, that date baby. Yeah, right.
Yes, so, like I wouldn't even, that just shows you her arrogance. And she was at the prime back then of, the hot girl, like she was getting casted in all the teenage movies, like everything. So she just got that little chip on their shoulder. And they say people are who they really are. They show who they really are when they get the money. Like that, you always been that person. Now you got the money to just really go through with showing you my behind. But I don't even think that's cool. Like, it wasn't even cool to say that. I just,
right. No, getting money is like getting cocaine. It only amplifies your personality. It amplifies who you already are. So when you get money, like Gabrielle Union did, and then justifies cheating on her husband prior to Dwayne Wade, prior to getting married to Dwayne Wade, well, that was almost like karma. So then you shouldn't be upset when he had a baby outside the marriage, because at the time he was playing for the Miami Heat and he was making more money than you.
Oh, yeah, he really was.
So there was no use. There was no.
Maybe that's why she took her back. Look, she was like, oh, now if he was broke, do you think that she would have been getting over the break baby and still moving forward?
She probably cheat on him now. I mean, anybody who will lick. I don't even want to go there. Because she admitted, listen to me. For my future girlfriend.
You love her though. Wait a minute. Did you,
hold on.
Don't you have her as your profile picture? You took Janet down and put up you and Gabrielle Union?
No, I ain't never put up Gabrielle Union. I've never taken a picture of her. I've never taken a picture of her. Okay. But what I will say is to my future girlfriends or dates. Okay. It's kind of like, I'm a free spirit. We can experiment. We can do different things. But leave that area alone. Leave that area back there alone. Okay, I'm not Dwayne Wade. Don't go back there. Leave that area alone. Don't put this finger up and think no.
Yeah.
Leave back there alone, because that's back there. I think there's a sign back there that says "Do not enter." Okay. So I'm not Dwayne Wade. Leave that alone. First of all, okay. So I wouldn't be good. Me and Gabrielle.
You already know y'all not a match.
Right. We already know we're not a match. We ain't gonna get along.
You like, I'll pay for the next day, Chuck. I'll just pay for my own day.
I'm not gonna even let her turn the corner to go back there.
Oh.
So Dwayne Wade, he's open to those things. Obviously, he was open. He was really open. He opened it up. Hey.
And that was not a play on words.
Hey, Dwayne Wade act like he was in a lockup. Where they say we have to bend over. We have to bend over and cough. Nah.
Okay, right.
I didn't even like it. When I was in the military, when I first got in, and they tell all the men, they line all the men up and say, pull down your drawers, bend over, and then the doctor got to look at you because he got to make sure of something. I don't know what he's looking for.
Right.
I didn't like doing that.
Why is that not clarified?
Yeah, I don't know why. They just said we had to do it.
An extensive report of why this is about to happen. Right. We're so used to just being in subjection, like, okay, we're in the military. This is what they told us to do. Now we have to do it. Now you gonna find out 10 years from now, it's gonna come out that was not a requirement.
That doctor was getting over, wasn't he?
They wasn't finding out anything. And they're gonna be trying to sentence those 97-year-old people. Cause like nobody really got to the bottom of it. Where is the full report saying this is why I had to do that?
No, and I never understood it. Like, I'm thinking there,
I thought it was drugs.
I'm
And
bent
if you
over,
cough,
and
you
this
cough out.
doctor, this male doctor, is looking at each man bent over with his drawers down before I got in the military, and I'm thinking to myself, what is the purpose of this? What does this got to do with national? Hey, what does this got to do with national security?
What does that have to do?
I want to secure my butt cheeks, but what does that got to do with security?
But why did nobody want to ask?
Wait, I wanted to ask, but I was
I would have been that one person in the military, like, no. Kanye he couldn't make it in the military.
Oh, come on, Jonelle. You ain't never do the lettuce. You ain't never do the salad. You ain't never do the salad.
No. I'm just a woman of God.
Okay, whatever. We're gonna stop right there. We're not gonna have you lying in these streets.
There we go. Stop right there.
Yeah, we're gonna stop right there. We're gonna move to the next subject. Yeah, we're gonna go.
That is hilarious right there. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that is hilarious. Now, I wanted to talk about your boy, because you were telling me that this was your hero, TJ Holmes of Good Morning America.
I don't understand, why did TJ have to get fired? If they had a consensual relationship,
whoa. Did he get fired?
I thought he got fired. Both of them got fired from the network.
No. They're just being indefinitely suspended.
Oh, that's getting fired. Are they getting a check? Are they getting a check while they're suspended?
That's a good question.
They're just not firing them because they're not living in a right to work state like it was in Georgia, or they would have definitely been fired if they was in Georgia, because they have the right to fire them. Their ABC is not trying to face a lawsuit, losing millions by firing them. Now they're trying to all find out, like, let's look through the work contract, because if they didn't, unless they had a no franchising policy, fraternizing policy, I said fraternizing. That's the LA Unified School District kicking in. Unless they had that policy, like, they're consenting adults. Now they were married consenting adults. But I don't understand why ABC is so upset now. Both of them have filed for divorce now, right? Of course.
Well, yeah. And it's come out.
Why are they fighting for their jobs back? But would you even want to go back, even if they said, okay, you know what, you guys, we did our research, come on back? I would be like, no, I'm not going back. After all of that, my business is in the streets, and now you like, come on back? Like, they said the one thing about being on the news is you can't be the news.
Right.
And they definitely were the news.
Yes, they definitely are the news.
But who put their business in the streets?
There's been a lot of leaks. Now, ABC is saying they're allegedly investigating how those leaks got to the media in terms of TJ Holmes having a bunch of affairs with other women in the workplace.
Yeah, who is just running? It's them other women now trying to get paid. It's the intern. Actually, I thought we was together. We went to dinner and
No. Two of the women, someone said, leaked to the media, alleging that he had sex in his office with these two women.
Oh, okay.
Now, if it's found out, because it happened a lot in the military,
right?
Fraternization with someone of a lower level is illegal in most corporations.
Oh, on the lower level?
You can get kicked out. Now, you can have a relationship with someone who is equal to you, which is why they haven't been fired, because TJ Holmes and Amy Robach are both of equal, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It wasn't like he was taking advantage of her, like, oh, I'm gonna get you this promotion.
Right.
All of that. Okay.
Right. But now it's come out, it's been leaked to the media twice that he had relationships with interns or lower level people, but it hasn't been confirmed. It's just, it's been leaked.
Right.
And so today they've been in arbitration. They started yesterday, they're in arbitration again today to decide whether or not they're going to get their jobs back. And so who
I
knows?
mean,
Because,
all the problems in the world, is this what y'all have time to sit up here and spend our taxpayers' dollars is going to this type of investigation crap? Now you got Google is laying off 12,000 folks and everything else is going on in the world. There's COVID, there's Donald Trump trying to run for office. And the whole entire world is watching TJ Holmes and Amy under scrutiny for their own private affairs to which they were consensual to have with each other.
yeah,
Let's bring out all the other affairs that's happening down at ABC then, since we leaking stuff. Oh, don't let me be TJ. We be leaking it all. Because he ain't the only one down there cheating.
no, he can't be. And the thing about it is that that's the reason why they're being careful, because it's already been said that he's hired a lawyer. His girlfriend, whatever you call it, Amy Robach, who used to co-host the show, she's hired a lawyer. So
They lower you up.
yeah, they lawyered up. So if he gets fired,
They have
if he gets fired, he's going to come back legally. He's going to try to get paid. Now,
oh yeah, he ain't gonna have to work.
right,
How about
right.
that? He could take the year off.
Now, somebody who doesn't want clout right now, but who has chased clout in the past by being very outspoken is Boosie Badass. And
I thought you was gonna say
he's
Kanye
extremely
West.
homophobic. He's a homophobe. He's
Right.
homophobic. And then his oldest daughter recently came out with a picture with her girlfriend.
But it was the day she dropped her single. Now, I do think it's different when it's women. I think that Boosie is looking at it different when it's two women. It's different than if it was
different.
Men look at it differently. I don't think it's different, but I think men look at it differently because you see Boosie, only thing he got on there and commented on was her dropping in bars and how dope she was as a rap artist. He didn't say nothing about all the elephant in the room.
Well, he did say, he went on to the Breakfast Club and he did say that.
Oh, he had to save it for the Breakfast Club.
Yeah, he went on to the Breakfast Club and he said that he will not give her away. He said he will not give his daughter away to a woman.
Oh yeah, he like that ain't happening. I'm not
right.
And I can see him meaning that. He's not. I can see him meaning that.
But he's been very quiet about homosexuality ever since his daughter came out.
Right.
Because he looks like a hypocrite. I mean, now he ain't messing with D-Wade's daughter. He's not messing with
but if that was his son, he would be having a fit. If that was little MJ.
Right.
What?
I still thought it was foul and that he could have been like, he could have been investigated by DFACS because he bought prostitutes for his 14, 15-year-old son. Isn't that illegal?
But this is the thing. Was he in Georgia?
No.
Okay, that's why they ain't looking into. He was in Louisiana. He wasn't in Louisiana. He was here because he been here since he got out of jail. Remember when Boosie got out, it was a big deal. They had a whole parade. Free Boosie, and he moved right to Georgia because he lived right on 17th Street for the longest, right at the Atlantic.
Oh.
Yeah. And his daughter not that old. So he's been in Georgia. But they don't question these type of things here in the land of Sodom and good Georgia. Get Georgia Mora.
Georgia Mora.
Right. They don't question any of that. Everything goes here.
I'm in Georgia Mora.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Because Atlanta should be a whole state. I think we should just make Atlanta a state, not excluding Buckhead. And it should just be its own little private state, like a private island. Yeah. I think if they did that, I wouldn't be out of Atlanta. Well, that's why I'm out in Fairburn. I can't take the city anymore. It's too much going on.
There's a lot going on in the streets. Which is why I live about 20 minutes outside of the city.
Yeah, and you've been out there for a minute.
Huh?
You've been out there for a minute on the outskirts. You just come into the drama and go back to the peaceful city of
Brooklyn. Yeah, because I live downtown.
Too much.
I lived downtown for about 2 years. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a whole lot. Oh my God.
There'd be too much going on during, whether it's during the day or at night. There'd be a lot going on.
Now, did you see Kanye West scold that reporter about taking pictures of him? Him and his girl was coming from dinner. His wife were coming from dinner, and the paparazzi was. He was like, "Okay, you know what? It stops today. It stops now." He said, "So you took a picture of me. What outlet do you work for?" He was like, "Oh, I'm self-employed, sir." No, but where are you going to send these pictures? Who? And he didn't want to like get fired by naming no media outlets. He
Right.
was like, "I'm self-employed." He said, "But you're going to do something with the photos." So he said, "Am I going to get a percentage of that?" He was like, "Well, it is my right to take pictures." He said, "But you guys don't speak. Y'all don't ask nothing. Y'all just taking pictures of me like I'm some spectacle or something." He was like, "Look, I done been through rehab. I done been through anger management. Like, this is the kind of thing that triggers me." So Kanye West revealed that his father was a reporter. And his fathers took pictures for, I think he said he worked for a newspaper or a magazine, and he took pictures all the time.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he goes, "What percentage am I getting of the photos that the paparazzi is taking of me?" He said, "But if I was to take your camera right now, I would be wrong." He said, "You know, the first time I lost it, where I lost it at with my anger management, it was from a photographer." And the guy was like, "You asked me to stop and I stopped." He said, "But you already got the photo. So now what are you going to do with the photo?" He said, "I want you to delete the photo." He was like, I can't do that. I can't." He was like, "Why? I'm not getting money from it. I need you to delete." He was not trying to say, "I will leave." He said, "But you already got the picture. You could leave now. You got the picture you need. You're going to sell it somewhere. I'm going to make no money from it. I need you to let all the photographers know that it stops today. We not doing that this year." Oh, I'm not taking no pictures of Kanye without asking him and getting permission. And I'm not even letting him hold my camera to do the selfie because he might throw it. But I think he was very nice. He didn't snap, he was very respectful.
Okay.
His wife was with him. He had her get in the car. He got a new wife. Kanye said he's gonna have him somebody, boo-boo. He gonna have him a woman. Like in Baby Boy, it was the opposite. How she wanted a man who didn't want to live with his mama. He said he gonna have him a wife that don't want to listen and be managed by her mama. Oh, but she managed by him. That's worse.
Okay.
I ain't mad at Kanye. I'm not mad at him for that. No. I like taking pictures of people, but I do like to say hello. Hi, how you doing? I'm such and such, and ask them for the photo.
Well, here's my thing. You can't really choose when you want to be famous. So,
yeah, that's true too.
You can't use the media to promote your albums, your songs, your videos, your partnerships, your businesses, and then say, "Leave me the hell alone" when I'm walking on the street. See, you don't get to do that. So while I understand that he might get tired sometimes, but he has deliberately done things for the media to cover him, and then get mad when they cover him when the show's over. No, you don't get to turn.
You went out and bought Balenciaga bags and bags in the shopping spree, knowing they dropped you. Do you think that we weren't going to talk about that and somebody wasn't going to get pictures? You probably hired your own videographer this time, photographer, to take pictures of you with the Balenciaga, showing you're still supporting it. I think he was trying to probably ease his way back into the situation, like, oh, he's still supporting the brand, not disrespecting it. They just felt like they needed to do what they needed to do because of the comments, the what is it? What kind of comments? Anti-Semitical?
Oh, anti-Semitic.
Okay, I was close. Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, but I get it. You don't choose to be famous, but like, do you have a right to that's still an invasion of privacy.
It is an invasion of privacy, but no, it's not an invasion of privacy.
Out the bushes.
But when it's when you pop out of bushes, yes, that could be kind of scary. But if you're walking down the street in public, it's a public place. That's not private.
Yeah, he was like, "I within my right."
You can't pimp the media and expect the media not to pimp you back. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have no sympathy for him because he spent the balance of his career pimping the media promoting his stuff on the media, and he can't just say, well, you know, at this time I don't want to be photographed. No, he don't get to do that. But
Yeah, you
the only
like,
time
why of all the days when I take the photograph, now you don't want to be photo? No, I'm making this money. Ain't nobody else around. Only one with this photo. No, you're not stopping my check. Sorry, Kanye. Basically, that's what the man was saying. Like,
basically,
I thought he was gonna snatch the camera because he was getting closer and closer. I was just waiting, but he was like, I'm married, I got a new life. He was like, woo sign, talking himself off the ledge. Like,
he
no,
knows better because he knows that he will get sued and charged. He will get both sued and charged for a crime, and he's already lost before, so you don't want to lose.
oh yeah, he don't have billions to
Yeah, he
lose.
don't have them
anymore.
billions no more. No, he ain't got the billions. He got millions.
Yeah, right. They say people commit the crimes according to the fine. Like, you know, you like, oh, I'll get a speeding ticket, like whatever, I'll pay that fee. How much is the ticket? Like, cause when you get ready to park illegally, you like, how much is the parking ticket gonna be? Cause sometimes it's like, do I just stay here and pay the $10? But then you know, if it's $200, you like, oh no, I'm about to move my car. But if you had the $200, you like, I'm not moving no more. I'll pay it, whatever.
Right.
And we're not doing that. When you self-employed, no, you valuing every $200 you get that you earn because we eat what we kill. Okay. Basically. So you have a whole different mentality. So I don't know if Kanye was chasing clout by trying to give this guy a whole lecture, because who was videotaping this? It had to be Kanye's people that was videotaping him scolding the photographer, because I doubt that he had his own videographer recording Kanye scolding him.
Yeah, it was probably his bodyguard.
Yeah.
So
you're filming him now. You doing to him what you don't want him to do to you. So now you're a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Did you see where Leslie Jones destroyed Stephen A. because he talked about Rihanna's Super Bowl appearance?
Oh my God. Why is Leslie Jones so freaking hilarious?
Man, she destroyed him. But that's Stephen A.'s fault, man. You should not have. I mean, why would you, when you're
He did apologize. He apologized.
But he shouldn't have said it in the first place.
He shouldn't have said it.
I mean, you don't, when somebody asks you, are you looking forward to seeing Rihanna in the Super Bowl? The first thing he says is, well, she ain't Beyonce. Well,
she knows she ain't Beyonce. That wasn't the question.
Right, that wasn't the question. And he said, I don't want to say that I'm not excited about it, but that lets everybody know that you're not excited about it.
I know, without having to say it. Like, come on now, come on, make it make sense.
So Leslie Jones told him to act like his hairline and get the F back. So
she did. She got him. Like, she is a good roaster.
Yeah, she's really good. She's really good. I loved her in Ghostbusters. She's really good.
Crazy. And her, have you ever watched her on Twitter when she does the narrating of TV shows? If a show is on.
Yeah.
Oh my God. She reminded me of me if I wasn't like a publicist too. I probably would just be doing all of that. But you don't want clients to be all embarrassed. Like, that's who's representing you. Right. Or I'm here for all of Leslie Jones' antics. Like, I am here for it.
I'm here for it too. Yeah,
I want her and Anthony Anderson to do a show together. I want her to be like the next door neighbor or something. And, you know, they just fussing all the time. I think that would be so hilarious. I don't know why, but because Anthony Anderson is pretty funny. But wait a minute. So word on the street is Will Packer is shooting a Girls Trip 2. Tracy Oliver verified that she is currently writing the script. And Black Twitter is protesting. They said they're going to start a petition if Tiffany Haddish returns because of what she did to the kids with the basically alleged molestation charges when her and Ari Spears did to those kids and for some comedy skits. And the kids came out that they were just traumatized. It took them years to get over it. And first Tiffany was like, oh, they're just chasing clout. Basically, it's a money grab. And then the video released. And then she apologized.
Right. And she did. And she did. She said she had no business doing that. It was kind of creepy, that little skit with Ari Spears. That was creepy as hell. So
It
that was
was like
bad.
they knew they was wrong for that,
Yeah.
but they were just doing whatever. Like, what do you expect from young Tiffany? I really don't expect better from her because older Tiffany has showed us her capabilities. And even though she's a comedian, it's only still boundaries in the name of comedy. Okay. It has to be boundaries set. But as a young person, her describing her mom getting arrested and carried off right in front of her, going through foster care, did you really expect her to do the right thing?
Well, she knew. Well, the thing is that she knew better. So
she knew
couldn't do
better.
that.
She didn't do better, but she knew.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I just think, I don't know. I would like to see her girls trip too. They said maybe she can miss her flight at the airport, and they had it all the skit how it should
Would
go.
have had it all figured out, huh?
Yes, they were like, she used to get to the airport. Okay, and she missed her flight. And so the other girl that they want to be in the movie, I forgot who it was, she is already over in Ghana. And then she kind of fills in, that spot. I was like, really? I just don't think that should be the reason. Like, she said she lost a lot of money behind this. Like, people started canceling her left and right. And I do think that does a lot to you mentally.
Yeah, she lost millions in deals. You haven't seen her on TV. You haven't seen her in the movies. She lost a lot of money over that because that was just a bad look. That was creepy as hell for Ari Spears to be looking through the newspapers, wide-eyed, at some little girl playing on. That was.
Okay, the sad part is the parent of the minor who signed off on him to do that skit.
They didn't sign off on it. I don't think they knew what it was, right? They didn't know what that was going to entail, did they?
The parent?
Yeah.
Like, where is these kids' mom? It wasn't an 8-year-old?
Yeah, they were minors, yeah.
So where is the parent? So you just was with Ari Spears, two grown people, minors, two grown folks, and inserting yourself into their skit. And now this is what the outcome of it was. But had you been your little fast tail at home, and not saying that they deserve for that to happen, but I'm like, why was the parent not on set? Or was the parent there? Somebody had to videotape it because they were doing sketch comedy.
Yeah, the situation was that Tiffany Haddish was like the caretaker, like the babysitter. And so the parents trusted her. And I guess afterwards, Tiffany wasn't the babysitter.
Did they read the script? Did they read the script? Oh, she was the babysitter of the kids, and she just decided, come here, y'all. Oh,
right.
I can see her doing that.
Yeah, that's what
not caring about your kids, and we just acted. That's what we're acting. And they're like, okay, like, what you gonna do? You gonna not listen? She probably would have cussed them kids out. Well, so they did it. And now 50 years later, we was traumatized as kids.
Yeah.
Who said you need 1 year to tell or else it's just over? You only got 1 year to report it. Somebody online said that. They were mad about the Bill Cosby situation. And they were like, they should have had 1 year to report it, not 50 years, 30 years later. I do not believe in the 30 years later, you're 80, he's 90, and you going back to the past, because we all know older people do not regurgitate the information correctly. Oh, you know how they are, exaggerating. But I mean, you was there. You knew that man was married. You was there. You put yourself in that situation because you wanted to gain things. Clout. You were clout chasing.
Mason.
Right. You put yourself in that situation.
Mason.
You walked in the fire. You put your hand in the oven. You got burned. You left it in the oven too long and you got burned. What did you expect?
Yeah, they were clout chasing. So who's our clout chaser of the week?
I'm gonna have to say the winner is an all-time champion. Let's say her name right. Christian Rock.
Christian Rock.
Is she any relations to Chris Rock?
No, because that's not her last name.
Okay.
I forgot what her last name is. I don't care what her last name is. She's already a has been already. Like she is so foul and so blatant in her. You know what? She reminds me of
She is a music artist. She's an artist.
yeah. Well, yeah.
No music we didn't know
Well, okay.
about.
So what? So
Name
what?
one song.
Okay. So what? That's what I'm about to say. What music has she done? I mean, she's a musician. Show me some music. Where's
I
the music?
see her song featuring Blueface. No, we're not counting that. What song have you did not featuring Blueface, a feature? No, no, and no. It says, what is she famous for? They said she recorded 4 other singles: Vibe, Word to My Brother, Vibes. Okay, 2 singles with the same name, and Rainy Days. One is Vibe and one is Vibes with an S. Okay, that's just showing limited capabilities mentally.
I don't
That's
care
like
about
naming one kid Rocky and Rockisha. Like, okay, that's creative, mom.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I mean, I want to discredit her clout chasing to ignorance. Who else can we have like next?
the other one who was competing for it was Gabrielle Union, talking about her, her infidelities.
Yeah, now that saying that was chasing clout, because were you trying to say like, oh, back in the day, because I was paid, but you were crying about getting cheated on with that man that you felt you shouldn't have married.
Oh,
At the
what
time,
about
you were crying about it.
right? I almost forgot. Clout Chaser of the Week. One of them has to be Erica Badu and her daughter.
Yeah, well, Erica's a little eccentric, so she might have an eccentric child. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're over there partaking
But they
the
were showing their
oils.
booties. They were showing their booties to the public. I mean,
Think they were high
probably.
on their own supply, allegedly, probably could have been. They could have all been over there on, she be doing the witchcraft and all the craziness. So her daughter might have been over there doing all the spooky stuff too.
You said witchcraft.
Yeah, Erica Baduism, she's into like a lot of stuff.
She scares me. I wouldn't.
It's really weird. Like at every time, not weird in a bad way, Erica Badu. But Tyrone had told us, see, we got this from Tyrone, that she just, at every concert I go to, I just get in this little trance. It's so soothing. I go to sleep. I have fallen asleep at every Erica Badu concert because she just tranquilizing me, or it could be the herbs in the atmosphere that make you sleepy. I don't know.
Good way to
but
put it.
I wouldn't be surprised that her daughter would be out showing her tail, literally.
But she's only 18. She's an adult.
Oh,
technically.
She in Georgia though. Ain't she in Georgia?
I don't know where they are. Are they in
Atlanta? Yep. Last time I
Okay.
checked.
Okay.
That
person-
says it all right there.
Yeah, you're right. And the other person who's clout chaser was Kylie Williams, who said she sexed down 3 members of B2K.
Oh yeah. That was
and
clout chasing, because why did you have to even bring that up? Like,
nobody asked you. Nobody asked you.
voluntarily, you are not on Candy Coated Nights,
Right.
but I'm sure that Candy would like to discuss that with you.
Yes, yeah.
Go to Candy Coated
probably
Nights.
would.
I saw Candy. I was a little disappointed that she did not bring back her original casting people, because I was the original caster. And she was like, well, we might need to have you start casting again. Oh, so obviously the guests aren't that good. I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna have to talk to A1, because she said they might have to have me come back. But I think the show has just took another turn. Maybe it's probably not PG enough for me. Because now everybody is just raunchy with it. Like everybody just don't leave nothing to the imagination.
Nothing to the imagination. I mean, they said, and Candy Coated, it was groundbreaking 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
Because people weren't talking like that. Now they saying everything. And then you got songs like WAP. So yeah, they don't.
You got Stacey Abrams. I think that lost her a lot of credibility when she was out there passing on stuff to the WAP song. I don't think she needed to do that.
She was That was a little bit of clout chasing. That was a little bit of
Yeah,
clout chasing.
because you can be, oh yeah, I'm down.
Right.
Like, no, you need to be setting a better example for these young ladies. Like, you know what? I will give you the merchandise, the condoms to pass out to practice sex, safe sex. But what I'm not gonna do is be over here vibing to WAP while I'm running for office.
Right. It was a bad look. It was a bad look. There's no excuse for that. She took it a little bit too far, but we all make mistakes. But she was clout chasing.
Yeah, that was a lot.
But the clout chaser of the week is definitely Christian Rock, and her
Yes.
getting a wedding dress when she doesn't have a man. She's pregnant.
Or a baby. Did we see the lines on the stick? We're gonna also need to see that when you come on the show, we need to see that stick. And we're gonna do it in studio. Christian Rock, we're gonna put this message out here to you.
You know what? That's a good idea.
We're gonna do it in studio. We're gonna have the couch ready. We're gonna have little, I don't know if you need nothing to drink, you're pregnant. So we're gonna have some nice cranberry juice for you. But me and Terry will definitely have a little bubbly to get through this whole conversation and this series of questions because we're concerned. We are concerned citizens for this relationship because y'all gonna bring a child into the world into this craziness. And Blue told the mom, "You're not my type of girl." He told Blueface told his mom she wasn't his type of girl. And she said, "Well, doing what you're doing, you're not my type of son." Because she said, y'all in his business. He said, the men you dating, am I worrying about what date you going on and who you going out with? You're not my type of girl. And she was just like, what? These must be young parents. I don't know. I don't get it, Terry. I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
So do we have a tie?
I got Christian Rock.
Christian Rock, yeah. I mean, girl, you just pull all the stuff.
Kylie Williams was just vulgar. And it was just like, it was just
and she's consistent. Christian Rock is cheap. Now you do have to give her A for consistency. And she's been keeping this up for a minute.
She has. She's trying hard to make it big. And you know, she's spending more time in the streets than in the studio. I don't know any of her music.
In the streets.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of her music. She just seems like just a desperate, decent looking, not beautiful, just decent looking woman who's out there in the streets trying to be famous by any means necessary. And she reminds me of that girl, and I keep trying to remember her name. Her name is Black, and she used to hang with the Kardashians. She used to go with Rob Kardashian.
Oh, Black China?
Black China. She reminds me of an updated version. She's an updated version of Black China.
Remind you of Black China. I think Black China is to refine herself a little bit. She's been laying low, and she's been, you know, just trying to.
Yeah, I think Black China's taken as far as she can. And Black China knows that she's not going to become a megastar. She's like, damn, I pushed all the. What more buttons can I push?
I know they had a baby with the last name Kardashian.
Right, I'm no longer young, and I'm not with the Kardashians no more. What else? She ain't got no more cards to play.
Yeah,
but that's who Christian Rock reminds me.
Get back to the strip club. Black China, is that why she been so quiet? No, I don't think you need to go back. I don't even know the strip club. Oh, she's making her money on OnlyFans. Oh, she's making her OnlyFans money. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, God bless her. But the winner of this week to me is Christian Rock.
Yeah, Christian Rock.
Christian,
I guess that's how you say your name, girl. Hands down. You can tell us how to pronounce everything. And we're gonna keep it classy. We're gonna keep the conversation classy. I'm not gonna let Terry say anything about, you know what? I can't control what Terry says, so he's gonna say what he gonna say. And you just gotta take that chance coming on our show.
Yeah.
But we will have you out there famous. I don't even know if that's possible.
Yeah, we're gonna have her famouser than she is now. Famouser.
You know about that LAUSD. Girl, where are you from? Well, I need to meet your parents. I just need to meet your mama and know, you know, how she feels about this. Christian Rock's parents, maybe we need to interview you first. And do you approve this behavior? Is this a product of you, Mom? I don't know. I'm just curious at this point because this is just a spiraling out of effect. These two can't get enough of each other, but I don't want them behind bars because one day, one bad pill of whatever they could be taking, and this could just turn into a whole situation.
Yeah.
Terry, last before we go, have you been watching All the Queen's Men season 2?
No, I haven't caught it yet. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, I might have to give you my BET Plus login. You have got to watch that show. Eva Marcel as Madam. Eva, I have only gotten 4 hours of sleep in the last 2 days because I have been trying to binge watch season 2.
Uh-huh.
Oh my goodness. The writers,
Uh-huh.
shout out to the writers, Christian Keys. I don't know. I gotta read your book again because I don't remember your book that the movie is loosely based on. Just coming down to this, like, oh my goodness, that Madam is just something else.
Oh, okay.
Watch it.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to order
Start
it.
season 2.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get it. I'm gonna go ahead and watch it. Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
we gotta
looking for
start reviewing shows again.
Yeah, we got to do that because I'm looking for another show, another series to watch. That's going to be the one. I'm going to do all. It's called what?
It's called All the Queen's Men.
Okay, All the Queen's Men, and shout
Starring
out to
Eva Marcel. And Eva, you are a true actress.
Yeah, shout out to Christian Keys because I did interview him at the the BET Hip Hop Awards, and he talked to me about the show. And I did watch part of the first season. It was really, really good. But then I went out of town for a couple of weeks, and then
Right.
But
it don't take much to throw our whole schedule off.
No, it don't. And so yeah, I need to get back into it. Shout out to Christian Keys. Shout out to Tyler Perry. Shout out to BET. I got to get back into it. Yeah,
Christian, I'm going to invite you on our show.
Absolutely. You know what? That's a good idea.
Because he always responds when I text him. So we go way back.
Okay, that's what's up.
Way back.
That's what's up.
So we need to talk about that. But oh my goodness, that's just crazy. Maybe we need to do that in studio too. We're going to make a list, you guys, and we're going to have some live audiences. We're going to invite you guys out. And it might start off small, but
we might have to go
sit down and we can take questions.
Might have to go back to the warehouse district. But
yes.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna have to go in and sit down live and do this show.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We have our Clout Chaser of the week. Ding, 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 ding. And girl, don't do this next week. Don't get back on this list next week. Don't go through with that wedding.
Don't go through with no more fights in the streets while you're pregnant, girl.
Yeah, don't say them vows. I want to see the test online.
Sit down.
I want a witness there to see you come out the restroom. Actually, we need you at the doctor's office going live. And we want a reputable person to tell us that test is positive. And we will carry on. Because if we find out that test was negative, you're gonna be on this list next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, we're gonna put you back on the list. But until then,
shout out to Derek Jackson. Until then, we're looking for the Clout Chaser of the week. Send it in. Tell us if you got somebody you want to nominate and win some tickets to something.
Absolutely.
All right, Terry, we're signing out.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Bye. Peace.